Hello everyone. Welcome to Tarot Between Sisters. My name is Lady Phoebe. My allergies are raging a little bit today, so there's going to be probably lots of nose blowing. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, so I think we're going to just like a general collective message and just see what comes through. Just see what comes through. I'm using the Phantasma Tarot, which from this day forth, well, a couple days back, will always remind me of my sister, which it always did before. But then we met the Sylvan Lake. She's here from Vancouver, and she gave some readings with this deck, and she's in love with it. So now I'm like, okay, this is my sister's deck. In fact, I think we're gonna go and try and buy it for her today. So here is history in the making, and you're a part of it. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. So just even from me literally doing those two shuffles, it was like these two things like popped into my awareness, and it was like this, and then just going with this card. So we got Seven of Wands. And going with this card, I was like, oh, there's like, I need to take a second here. Okay. So it's funny that I got this because we got those two pops, right? And then I'm looking at this card and literally, like, look at those spears kind of spearing into that bat. And that's what those two pops felt like. Like, it feels like things are kind of going smoothly, and then all of a sudden, like, poke, and like, oh. And then immediately your attention is drawn, like, okay, I have to take care of this. And so it's something, okay, so this Seven of Wands is normally defending yourself. So you have to defend yourself against, like, defend your beliefs, defend your, like, why do you do certain things? And people are always like, why are you doing like that? And then you're like, oh, and then you feel like you have to defend your actions. In this specific thing, I don't know why I keep on coming up with school. So it's almost like two of the major things of your life, like we always have like 4 to 5 major things, right? We got home, we got family, we got work, we got like spirituality, school, like there's a couple of key component things that we have in our lives, right? For some reason, and I don't know why, I'm getting school. So I'm not sure if whoever's watching this and whoever it resonates with, if there is some, I don't know, college or university that you got like funding pulled, or I can't quite put my finger on what it is, but I'm coming up with school. So either school's not how you thought it would be, or your children's schooling, there's something that happens that you're like, I don't agree with that at all. And so it's like you're instantly having to go in and like pull your kid out of school, and then your family's like, why are you doing that? And you're like, well, because she came home saying this, and that's fucking crazy. Why would I let my child go to a school like that? So there's something that you're quickly having to like completely change, like correct your course, because it's like you're going, then you hear something, and then instantly it turns into something big, and you have to act. Like there's an action required. It's something quick. A lot of people aren't going to understand it, but you're like, no, this is something that I need to do. So Spirit is bringing us forth to say, follow your intuition. Don't let the people that are questioning it take you off of your course that your intuition has put you on, because clearly there's something there that didn't resonate with you, and you're like, that's not acceptable. So like I said, school is a big one for something. So like, again, I don't know if it's you're pulling your child out of school, or like there's something there. So whatever. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles. Okay, Nine of Pentacles is like so the independent lady. Okay, she is happy within herself. She's enlightened within herself. She takes care of everything herself. So I like that I got this actually just right after what we were saying, because it's like, again, just confirming you need to trust yourself and your intuition and your opinion, and don't worry about what other people, like literally look at those two cards next to each other. This one you can see this bat's having to defend itself from all these, like, for a lack of a better term, looks like kind of demons coming at it, right? And questioning everything. And then look at the same sort of action happening where these like creatures are down, they kind of look like crows. they're kind of like crows, are coming, but they're coming to celebrate with her, or they're coming to like just be in her energy and be in her presence. So do you see the difference of those cards? So Spirit's really confirming like whatever you have to do to make sure that your life is going in the way that your intuition is guiding you to go. Don't worry about backlash, or don't worry about other people coming back and like, why are you doing this thing? You know what I mean? Like, why are you doing that? Well, you should be able to let your kids go. Like, yes, just don't go back on your own intuition, all right? And like, I love this card. She's got her little kitty sitting on her lap. Like just very, well, and this Pentacles almost looks like a halo, right? And so it's really saying like, just trust your own decisions, trust your own intuition, because other people don't fucking know what your life is. Other people don't know what you're going through. Other people think that they do, right? They have a little bit of a window into your life, but they don't get to witness everything in it. So why would you let them? Oh my God. Okay, I love when Spirit's like, psst, listen up to me, because I am working through this very thing right now. I didn't think it would come up in the reading today, but it's like another aspect of it. Like, people don't know what's going on in your life and what you're dealing with and what you're going through. So why would you let their opinions influence your decisions? Because their opinions aren't based on knowing the whole picture. Thanks, Spirit. Thanks, Spirit. Thanks, Spirit. I love you, Spirit. Ooh, 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 ooh. That card like flew. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, that was almost past my reach. That was almost past my reach. So we've got Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so there's something happening very slow. This could be money coming in. This could be new business ideas. This could be just something you've been waiting on. And this is just saying it's just very slow. Hey, hey. Get. Hi. So this is just saying something's very slow. So I'm curious, what is this thing that you've been waiting on that is slow? Like, what is this that you're just sitting waiting for? Seven of Swords. Oh, you're waiting for some options, baby. Whew. Okay. You're waiting to see. It's funny, none of this actually is what the Seven of Swords means. But as soon as I flip the cards over, I'm like, you're waiting for options, and then I can see all of these eyes in her coat. And so it's like, you're waiting for some clarification to come through. You're waiting, like, if you look at this card, actually, it's a pretty busy card, right? There's lots of action going on, like she's got swords coming out, and they're like, it's a pretty packed card. So it's almost like you can't really see what's happening. And so you're waiting for some clarification. It's like you want to be able to see the truth and see the path and see what direction you need to go in, because look at that hand, it's like pointing in a direction. So you're really, in this feeling though, I kind of get the energy that the holdup is you, actually. Because in this card, I'm like, okay, I'm waiting to see something. I'm waiting to see the direction I'm going in. I'm waiting to see all these things. So there's this reluctance to just step out and make, and actually, because the Knight of Pentacles was like kind of upside down on the floor. So it's like you're waiting for this thing that may not happen. Maybe you need to take a step first. Maybe you need to take a leap of faith. Maybe you need to make a move first before your path will become clear to you. Because right now I just feel this waiting energy. You're just kind of sitting there waiting for things to open up or to clear out for you to see your direction. But that's not actually what you're being asked to do. You're being asked to take a step even though you don't know where you're going. When I feel too, like this isn't the decision card, but I'm definitely getting like this decision. I'm getting like Seven of Swords if you think of every one of it. And I know this is actually the Seven of Cups that I'm explaining more, but it's weird. I'm really getting this energy here. You're waiting for ideas, you're waiting for something, but it's like you're waiting just to wait. And so it's like you're stuck in your head about things and you're overthinking things instead of just making moves to go forward. Oh, there's even like a little face in the clouds. Yeah, it's funny. What this card actually means, I'm not getting at all from this specific turnaround at all. So I'm gonna go with what I got because I definitely think that that is more relevant here. Intuition wins out every time. Intuition rules out card meanings sometimes. Ooh, the world upside down. The world upside down. This, I keep on feeling like loss of control. Loss of control. Waiting for control, waiting for some, see this overthinking card here that and again, that card does not actually mean overthinking, but I'm just getting that intuitively, overthinking. And so it's this control. It's like, oh, okay, so do you see this dragon? And it's sitting on top of the world and it's like, embracing the world, right? And we've got all of these poppies that are growing out of the dragon, and it's just a very, very positive thing. Like there's hearts. Oh, so there's hearts in the world that are actually the root of all these poppies growing through the hearts, but it's coming from the heart. It was upside down, and in this fact, I feel that you're actually feeling trapped. I feel like there's a cage around the world rather than embracing the world and letting things unfold. I feel this cage around the world. So there's this need to control things because you're so scared of being out of control. And in that, there's restriction because nothing in a cage is going to flourish, right? Oh. This one kind of popped out. Knight of Swords. Okay, so we've got two knights here. And again, it's Knight of Swords. So yeah, definitely some overthinking. This could even be bad news that you got. It's not upside down, so it might not be, you know what this is? Do you know what this feels like? Sorry, we kind of went off on a different tangent, but it feels like you got some news that you actually needed, but you don't want it. There's something really that you're like, you're very resistant to this news or this message that you got. Because look at this bird is carrying this letter. And just how the energy has been here with the control thing. There's like this thing that you heard or found out or got told, and it's threatening the control that you feel you're safe in. Even look at how he's like kneeling on this animal. The animal's not free to move about. He's like kneeling on the animal. And it almost kind of looks like he's kind of threatening him. If you don't go the way I want, I'm going to stab you. That's a very dark thought, but that's what I'm getting. Oh, hubby's home early. You're home early.
Well, I'm looking for someone who's looking for a job.
Oh.
Do you know anyone who needs a job?
Oh yeah, that's right, because you have stuff to do. He wants to go work with you. I know
Are you looking for a job? I heard Mom said that you need a job real bad. Is that true? Well, I don't know about real bad.
He just doesn't contribute really to the household. He's good for snuggles, but there's no financial contribution.
Yeah, you're kind of a dink.
Okay, this is funny that this card came out. This is the Seven of Cups. This is the one I was talking about. The choices and what the Seven of Swords was coming through, the energy. So that energy is definitely here. I was just getting it pre Seven of Cups.
Do you want a job?
Which I love actually because it's like, I already said that card and so here it is. And again, it's upside down. So it's just kind of
both of you guys need a fucking
Yeah, both of them need a job.
When did you feed him the last?
Like an hour ago or so.
Oh, he's such a fucking
I know. That cat's a pig. So in this card too, so because of all this, the control and the cage on things and the like being in your own way, like the slow moving energy, the control, the hearing messages I don't want to hear, like there's things that are coming to you to try to help you to get out of it, but you're like, no. And because of that, no, like, do you see the cups? Do you see all that energy that's coming up out of the cups? So she's the tree, okay? She's the tree. Here's some branches and here's these cups. that are like bonded to the tree. They're connected to the tree, and all of that energy is going away. So it's like there's no flow here. Like it's all flowing out of you, but there's no consistent flow coming back to you. And it's this control thing, man. It's this control thing. Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles upside down.
Work clothes on.
Ooh, and then I just had a big thing of doubt coming up. Like some major self-doubt coming up. Like, this is not good. Anything I do is crap. I may as well start over because this isn't gonna, like, no one's gonna want to listen to this. No one's gonna want to hear me. No, like, total doubt when I flipped over these two cards. So it's almost like the more doubt you feel, the more control you try to keep. And it just is squeezing. What a funny energy, because with doubt, normally you want to be like, you want to get other people's opinions, but this is almost like a more squeezing energy with the doubt. It's like the more doubt I feel, the more control I need to have. Because we've got Queen of Pentacles upside down. She's all about like making money and abundance and prosperity. She's upside down though. And then Page of Swords is like these cutting words that you're saying to yourselves, and like these cutting thoughts that are preventing the Queen of Pentacles from flourishing. It's funny, a lot of my YouTube videos are all about what we think about ourselves and what we think about the world, because that's what it is, but oh, that was bad. Ooh, the High Priestess. Okay. She comes out very rarely, actually. I find in readings she comes out very rarely, and she was sideways. So it's like you've put a hold on intuition, which is what's preventing that energy from coming back to you. It's all coming out, and it's all coming out in this doubt that's like painting your world with this. And the High Priestess is sitting there going like, you just need to tune in. You just need to trust yourself. Remember I said that doubt? You just need to trust yourself, and you get all the answers, you get all the guidance that you need. And that comes in with the choices, having so many choices, and I need to see clearly before I can make any choices, and I need to know what direction I'm going in. And she's like, the trust comes in your intuition first, and then everything falls back into place. But there's just this reluctance to follow that. And then we got the Tower, and then the Ten of Wands. This may take a little bit of drama for you to understand, because that's what the Tower card is. It's swift change and it's dramatic. It's not the soft, calm gentleness. It is swift and it's dramatic. So this may need your world to literally feel like it's falling apart before you start to build it back in a way that's not out of control and more intuitive based. And we have the Ten of Wands upside down. So it's like this reluctance to just let go all of this burden and not move on to the next phase, because that's what the 10 is, right? It's the end of a cycle. But upside down, it's like, and look at, he's even walking. So he's walking in this one, but upside down, he's not, in my mind anyway. And so it's just this inability to walk forward before the path is set. But like in this dimension, we don't always get to see where we're going. And you are being asked right now to let go of that thought process that I need to know where I'm going. I just need to take a leap of fucking faith. I need to trust that I'm guided. I need to trust that I'm going where I need to go. I need to trust. And this does not feel like a lot of trust. And so that even will manifest in you not trusting a lot of people around you, not trusting yourself. Like I said, all that self-doubt. You, everywhere that you go, you have this suspicious eye everywhere you go. Who's out to get me? Who's fucking lying to me? What's happening? That is what this feels like. And then we have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. So the Emperor is waiting. The Emperor is waiting. And we got the High Priestess. Those two cards is a total outcome. Now it's on the bottom of the deck, so it's not something that you've realized yet. But the Emperor, like, look at the confidence and the stature. I'm assuming it's a stag, but it's got like a tail of a lion. Oh no, a tiger. It's got like a tiger tail.
Maybe it's a liger.
It's a liger. Well, it's because it's like a I don't know. What's a buck? Is that a... It's a luck. It's a... No, it's a tiger. It's a tuck.
Could be Moloch.
Or a biger.
Could be a demon.
No, it is not. No, this is a majestic with the sun above him. This is actually a really nice card. This is a nice energy to come out at the end of this, because like I said, this is all about doubt and defending yourself and having to, but those two cards together, like your intuition is begging for you to listen and invest in that. And then that is the energy that you can have. Like, look at how majestic that animal is there. Like, just proud, confident, just, okay, you go make 11.
What time are you leaving here?
12:30-ish. I might leave a little early now that you're home.
All right, I guess we'll see you guys later.
Okay, have a good day. Bye. These cards are really freaking cool. And because I don't use, oh, I love this High Priestess card. Literally all the knowledge. It's funny. Okay, so I'm just going back on the, not going back, but I'm going back to what I was saying before about the trusting, the needing to know things before you go. This is like a strange, when you trust your intuition, when you trust the information that you're getting from spirit, you actually get more of a plan laid out to you than you would by trying to control it yourself. Because we have a limited perception. I say this all the time. We have limited information about what's actually going on in our own lives. We think that we know, but we actually don't. Spirit knows much better. And so look at this scroll, because that's what the High Priestess is. She is the guide or the guard of the two realms between Akashic Records and this dimension. And the Akashic Records is all of the knowledge of all of time and space of every person in it, from the beginning of time to the end of time. That is the Akashic Records. That is so much information and knowledge that she is the keeper of. And then look at that scroll. So as I'm looking at that, my guides are reminding me that the more control that you give up to spirit and the more faith you have in spirit, you actually have more guidance and a better path laid out in front of you and more clarity than you would if you were trying to take that on by yourself. Because like I said, we have limited knowledge. So there's no way that we could maneuver our life in a way that would make sure that we are at our highest happy and everyone else around us is at our highest happy. I don't normally say highest happy, but that's just what came to my head. So we think we're making these decisions based on like, oh, this will make me happy. But we actually really don't know. We actually really don't know. And some things that seem good are actually not fucking great for us at all. And some things that don't seem that great are actually our biggest fucking victories. So trusting in spirit, this isn't some blind faith that you're like, just give up all your money and give it, like, just give it out spirit. No, it's an earned trust, because spirit does earn your trust because it doesn't fucking fail you. So spirit's saying to me right now, the more control that you give up in your life, the actual more answers you get, and the path is clearer. So you're doing it a little bit backwards. You're trying to control the timeline and control this reality and control your life because you want the steps to be like, I'm going to overthink the shit out of this so that I know every possibility so that I can get to that outcome. You can't know it. And so what you're doing is actually putting your faith in an untrustworthy source. And then you have proven yourself right to be untrustworthy. So the more control you have, the more things, Nuxie, and he's like meowing, so this is confirmation. The more control you put in things, and then it fails, it makes you feel like, oh, I need to control more because that last one didn't work. It will always not work because you're putting your faith in the wrong thing. And I know that a lot of times, like, I can put faith in myself because I never let myself down. Let's look back at your life and let's be actually fucking honest. That might be the messages that you didn't want to hear. That might be the messages that you don't want to hear. Let's honestly look back at your life. How many times have you let yourself down? Like, let's take a bold, honest fucking look at our own track record. And no, this isn't easy to hear because then you think, well, now I have no one. If I can't trust myself, I can't trust anybody. But again, we're putting our trust where it doesn't go. It's always going to prove to be failing because we don't have enough information privy to us. That's why the High Priestess comes out, because she is the knowledge and she is our intuition. And so the more we invest in that, the more we see, holy fuck, my spirit guides never let me down. Spirit never lets me down. In my human mind, sometimes I can judge my journey and think it bad, but when I'm hindsight, right? I'm looking back at what's going on. Hindsight's always 20/20, right? That's what they say. That is a true fucking statement. When I'm looking back at my life, I can actually see how the pieces fell into place. And I was judging my journey, and that's why I thought that wasn't good. It actually was. And so it's like that trust in spirit to just say, you know what, I don't have all the information, but I know something that does. And I'm going to try to give away my own judgments of my own journey, and I'm going to try to trust this, and it will not fail. When I've looked back, spirit has never let me down. And I'm telling you, just personally, Phoebe speaking, when I look back at my own life and me trying to control my own life, it always ends in my own unhappiness. I've let myself down every single fucking time. I thought that I was the one building these barriers and building these walls to keep me safe and keep me strong and keep me protected. But then looking back, I go, well, I still got fucking hurt. I still had this happen to me. I still had all this I still had this shit happen to me. But the times that I'm trusting spirit and I'm hearing spirit when it says, don't judge this part. Don't judge your journey. Don't think it should be over quicker. Don't think you should have healed quicker. Don't think of, like, when I look back and I look at everything that spirit has taught me and I go, oh my God, spirit has never let me down, ever. So this, and I just got my like error taken away from me. Like, spirit has never let me down, like exclamation point, exclamation point. And even sometimes my ego, that is Phoebe, doesn't want to hear that, because without the ego, what am I? Without my identity, what am I? Pure fucking spirit and pure fucking love. But the ego doesn't want you to hear that, because the ego's place of residence is this body. So the more I pull my belief from it, the more the ego has no control on this and then on what I see outside of me. So this is like death talks to the ego, and the ego don't fucking like it, okay? The ego don't fucking like it. Yeah, so it's funny, as we're okay. This is a good like juxtaposition. So we've got the Emperor, and then right after that we've got Five of Swords. This is what I was talking about when we are in charge. This is fight or flight or freeze. It's also victor, victim. There has to be one or the other. That is the ego. That is duality. That is saying that when there's a victim, there has to be a victor. If I give you something, it is taken from me. That's the ego thought system. And fight or flight or freeze, all three are not great responses to things, right? Where's the love? Where's the acceptance? Where's the oneness in this card? That's the ego thought system. And then we have the Holy Spirit's thought system, the Magician. Everything is inside of you that you need. Everything is in you that you need to survive and thrive. Everything is in you. There's nothing outside of you. Everything is in you. You are the fucking magic. You are the spirit. You are spirit. That's what this card is. So I love how spirit goes, like, I go on a little rant and then the cards are like, here's an ego, here's spirit. It's again our choice, and a lot of us stay here because that's what feels good, because the ego is whispering, being like, you don't want, because if I go, so do you. If I go, Phoebe goes too. But what the fuck am I holding on to? I'm sorry, but I look back at Phoebe's life, it hasn't been all sunshine and fucking rainbows. It's been hard, and it's been traumatized, and it's been a fucking challenge. But when I'm in spirit and when I'm feeling this feeling, there's no trauma, there's none of that. So what am I really giving up? What am I really giving up? An identity for pure fucking sublime happiness? Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, so this has been a long video. Thanks for hanging in with me. Yeah, hope it resonated. I love you all. Choose love and choose love again, and be compassionate to yourself and be compassionate to others. Bye. Oh, I just stepped on my dog. Whoops.